I've done a few things today on the garage, mainly to finally prepare the machine movers, but I've got this and I want to go with it, so we're getting it out. Right, we might be getting it out. It is out. There we go. If you can see that, can you see that? Yes, you can. So this one here is a 3 kilogram gold melting furnace, it says, so it can heat things up to the temperature of molten gold. I don't want to touch the graphite with my wheelie hands, just in case. I want to give you a pair of tongs to hold the graphite crucible with. I've ordered another one of these, but it hasn't come yet. So I guess that's a clay and graphite crucible, and it's got a little pouring spout on it, brand new. I'll take it, that goes in there, like that. It's got some instructions. Melting furnace manual. Some technical crud, and tells you not to fill the crucible to the top to start with. So get some in there to like tin it. Once that's melted, start adding more to it, is the basic gist of it. Alright, let's get it working, see what happens. I don't really see any flickering. On the screen you can see flickering, and there's a flashing something or other. I don't know what that means. So to set the temperature, you press the U and then the temperature starts flashing. You use the arrows up and down to get to the temperature that you want, then you press P and then off it goes. And I think it's 1.8 kilowatts from all I can see there. Yeah. So it says, we strongly advise you work less than 3 hours at once. Please ensure to stop for 30 minutes after 2 hours continuous work. Periodically check instances. So it's not a continuous use rated thing either. Let's just come, so it's 11:20 exactly. And it's 100 degrees. I just jumped up. I'll bring you back when it's 700 degrees. Well, I brought it back a bit early. It's still heating up, and for today's experiments I've got a bit of tin foil from a cooking thing, some pie things and ready meal dishes and other pie dishes. So these are pure aluminium, or should be. That's the cheapest form of aluminium. So I shall be trying them. And then I've got lots of what was T6 heat treated 6082 aluminium. That's what I use basically most of the time. So I know that's all 6082 in there. Right, it is at 700 degrees centigrade, and we've got 34, so it took 15 minutes to get to 700 degrees centigrade. Now it is getting hot, I'm getting excited. Light is on, so I'll look inside, see what I've got. It's not melting, so I'm going to turn the temperature up a little bit. This is how we do it. We press the U, and then we go up, and we go to 750 I think. Program, and now it will go up to 750, and it's just clicked in. So I'll give it another 15 minutes. So we've got some melt going on. I have a digital scale here. This here weighs 11 grams. We'll tear that out. Oh, I'm sure just put it all in there. I don't know which way it's up to. 19, 25. Let's just put it all on. I'm sure it's alright. I don't think it's 250 kilograms. 250 grams, sorry, whatever this would go to. So there's a little bit in there already, and that's 60 grams. So I might want to put more in than that, because that isn't a lot, is it? 60 grams. So I've underestimated how much aluminium I'm actually putting in here, I believe. Considering this can take 3 kilograms of gold. Let's ask Google what the difference in weight is. Hey Google, what's the difference in weight between gold and aluminium?
According to Union University, different materials have different densities.
Do they?
For example, the mass density of gold is 19.3 grams per cc, lead is 11.4 grams per cc, copper is 9.0 grams per cc, aluminum is 2.7 grams per cc, water is 1.0 grams per cc.
19 and 2. So, hold on a second, 19 to 2. So how many 2's going to 19? That'll be 8. So 3 divided by 8. Let's go grams. Calculator, quickly. Where's the calculator? Calculator. 3,000 divided by 8 equals, I can put 375 grams of aluminium in there. I've got 60 at the moment, so I'm going to bring it up to around about, I don't know, 200, let's say. Right, with that little lot there, I've got 220-ish grams. I'm just going to cross the camera, have a look inside. I'm going to cross the camera again to put the gloves up, show you the other side. And the goggles, yeah, I'll definitely have to cross the camera again, I'll get the goggles in case I get any splashing. Don't want it in the eye area, do you? Right, well the top of it's looking quite nice now. Let's have the light on and have a look inside. Still not melted yet. Still not melted yet. Let's drop another, I'm going to drop another piece in and see if it crushes the other bits, see if the other bits are falling to pieces. Maybe not. Maybe I want to go a bit higher than that. Right, I've just looked inside there and I've been dropping bits in bit by bit, and the bottom of the crucible is now glowing. So I'm guessing we're getting close to a temperature now. At 765, if that's a true temperature, that's a little bit too hot for casting, so I'm going to turn it back down again, because I believe I've just gone a little bit over the top and prematurely ejaculated, basically. So I just want to bring it down a little bit. So we'll bring it back down to 750. We'll keep it at 750. And 750 is about the kind of temperature that you want it at anyway. And then all I'm doing is I'm taking these containers and trying my hardest to fold them the way they are. Into sizable containers that will, sizable units that will go inside. Soon find out. That one might be a little bit too big to go in. Some crushing against the table. You don't want to be doing too much of this on one day. So it's now 10 past 12 nearly, so I'm in 50 minutes from when I switched it on. and I'm putting nuggets in like that. That was a whole ready meal container. Just put it into the top. I don't know if you saw that. I'll show you in a second. I think I was across the camera. I was a bit stupid. But you get what I'm saying. I've only got this amount left now. I've got all these baked old tart and quiche wrappers, and they're all ready mixed, and there's butter tub tops and all sorts of things in there. I'll just save all my aluminium basically, and I'm just piling it in. We'll get in there bit by bit. So for a start, from the start, it was really slow putting these in, but now, as you can see, it's not too much of a chore. I was panicking that it was a piece of rubbish for a start, and now I'm quite happy. It's okay. It's not going to do the melts that I want in the future, but for the time being, it's compact and bijou, and it's getting this scrap out of the way. It's massive storing aluminium containers is. Even if you crush them up like that, they still take a lot of room up. And chips, well, I'm going to try chips next, and chips are going to be even harder to do, but there you go. We will try. Oh, there you go. It flamed out again. One more piece, so I better start warming up now. Let's get this warm. It's got some colour coming to it. It's about 300 degrees. It's steaming. It's smoking like a gun. This last piece of aluminium in. Give that a few seconds to heat in, and then we'll get pouring. Just give you a shot inside. That's what she's looking like inside, half full, that's fine. Right, this is my first time. I'm not entirely sure what to do, but I guess we just take it out, see if there's any scum on top. If there's any scum on top, I'll wipe the slag out and dump that somewhere on one of these tiles and pour it into the mould. Nice yellow flame, try and get some soot in there. Soot usually helps one metal release from another. Get some extra heat into that. And I think I've had enough for today, and I just know that's going to take about an hour every time. Well, we're now at nearly 1/2 so an hour and 10 minutes to do a complete melt, and we'll see how much I get out of that. Obviously during the day this is all solar powered, so it's not costing me anything in electricity. It cost me a little bit in gas to do a preheat on that, but I can soon sort that out with something else like the hot plate. And here we go. I am going to do what I'm going to do. Whatever happens, happens. Open, I'll have it out. There she comes, she is out. Let's put that back down again, let go of that. Put that back down again, get some heat in there, and try and hold it. Try and do this quickly, but obviously I'm not sure if you're going to have to see anything in there. Just going to see if I can get any of that scum out. Alright, we'll leave it at that. And let's see if we can pour that. See what happens. See what kind of pouring I get. Okay, put that back in there. Something's set on fire. Oh great, it's on fire. Oh no! Oh no, something's on fire. Oh my good night, it's on fire. So clearly I want to be filling this up with more than 200 and something kilograms, 200 something grams. I'm sure that'll be a decent block of aluminium that I can make something out of. Just let it cool down for a second. Let the fire go out. And I'll probably dump that in some. A bit disappointed about the amount of slag I got out of it. Yeah, don't do that because that's bloody hot. Let's get that off there. Yeah, that was hot. That was very hot. Don't go ahead and touch your thing. Well, it's welded itself to the spoon really well, the slag has, so I have to find some way of getting that off. But not to worry. First time, first time. And is it going to come out? Oh, yeah. What have we got here? Is it going to come out? Is it ready yet? I don't know if it's ready enough at that to come out, I don't know. Yeah, it's coming out, there's a bar. There we go. There is a bar of aluminium. Sweet. One sweet bar of aluminium. I'm not touching that, that is for sure. That is hot. Well, I'm going to turn the temperature down on this to around about 300 and let it cool down slowly. Or shall I just turn it off? I think just turn it off, there's plenty of insulation in there, I don't want to crack that. Let's have a quick look inside there. Put one more back on again, let's see what we've got inside. So I should imagine when I've squared that up, I've got a nice little piece of aluminium for working with. Oh yeah, there's a lot of crap inside there, basically I'll get that out, that is for sure. So I'll let that melt down for a second and I'll get it out. Oh man, are we still recording? Yes we are. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that off there because it's wrapped around it. Great. Some oxygen acetylene I think and that will come off. Got to find a new spoon now. So that wasn't great. Okay. Oh, shall I start doing 60-61? 60-80, what 60-80? Oh, yeah, whatever, 60-82. So I'm at the scale, I'm just waiting for the 60-82 to melt at the moment. And I thought, well, I'll measure this. It was about 220 grams that went in. And this weighs 142 grams. There's a bit of slag on the spoon. I've just got that off. So it's cold enough to pick up yet. Not really. It's not really. It'll be cold enough to pick up now. Okay. So That's 142. Dry that off a little bit. And there's the slag bit. And that's 161. And there was a little bit left inside the container. So, yeah, not bad. Getting towards that 200, 220 gram mark. It's just, the just averages, I've been putting approximately 30 grams in every time, but I can't fit that amount in now. So I'm putting smaller amounts in, so we'll put tare weight on that. Tare weight on that, and then we'll see what grammage I put in now. I'll put 8 loads in at 30 grams ish. And now I'm putting in loads which are considerably smaller. A bit easier to manage. 16 grams, so exactly half is what I thought they were. I didn't measure them. So I'm now going to be up to basically 9 30 grammers, which is 300 grams ish. Yeah, it's looking quite full. Oh, yeah, Bruce, just wait a second, there we go, just bring you into shot. Bring it back a little bit. Oh, you beauty, that's what I'm seeing every time I put it in. It's getting quite full now. I'd overdone it by putting them in a bit too quick. I'm trying to do it within the 2 hour mark, so I'm at 1 hour and 47 minutes now. It says to switch this off and give it a rest after 2 hours. That's why I've decided to go ahead and do the 6082. And obviously this won't be heat treated to T6, but it will still be 6082 aluminium. As usual, I can't wait, and it looks ready. So let's have a go. Right, switch that off, let that cool down together. There's an awful lot of slag in there, that is for sure. I'll leave it because some of it might actually be a usable block. But I think as I was pushing it down, things were happening. Things were happening. So we have another block. This is the third block. There's the third block. It is 142 grams. Let's see if we can pull this off. So a lump of slag, and that weighs 105 grams. So we're here at the Holbrook. I've got one of the big chunks of slag which was in the bottom of the container. And I'm going to try and clean it up and see what it looks like. See if it was a solid piece of aluminium or whether it was just a piece of junk. And that looks tremendous. Yeah, there's inclusions everywhere and what have you, but hey ho, that is tremendous. I'll take a skim across that as well, since it's been clamped on that. Take a skim across that. Oh, I'll just touch the camera again with my great big clunky hat. See if a bit of WD-40 improves the finish at all. As usual, WD-40 does do the trick. Right, I've got the desired effect of what I want, which is a sort of engineered precision kind of shape, but it is nasty, horrible material. That's good enough. That will do me. Let's have a look at it. It's a close inspection. That was that big lump of slag that fell out at the end. It was glued to the bottom of the crucible. It just came bloop, straight bloop, like a blobby thing. So I don't know why that was at the bottom, but it was. Clearly, if you're putting chips in, which I've just started to do, the oil from the chips sets on fire. So it might be best to wash your chips first. Because I've got, but it's everywhere. A handful of chips is basically 50 grams. Yeah, there's a lot of oil in those. Obviously, have they gone down yet? Yeah, unbelievable. No, explosion, chips around everywhere. This was probably a bad idea. I've decided to start putting chips in, and it's probably going to be a bad idea. But who cares, eh? I am back at the smelting pot, the electric furnace, the gold melting furnace, the eBay special. This is the graphite crucible out of it, crucible out of it. This is another graphite crucible. It won't fit in. Forget it. I used to work on bin wagons, This is a pin as a bin wagon, and I can't machine it. It is too tough. So that is inside the electric crucible, the electric thingy. This is going straight into it, like thusly so, I think. I'll get it to go in, stay straight, without a piece of aluminium on the bottom of it. Like that. That is going down there like that. The bottom two lights are flashing. It's now maintaining temperature. It's been doing that for an hour. I've just put the vice back on the Bridgeport in the back there. I'm about to tram it in. But first of all, I am going to get underneath there and adjust the gibs for the X-axis. I might even adjust the Y-axis as well. I've been getting some erroneous parts coming off of it, and I think it was running on grease, and I've been putting so much oil in it that it's just flushed all of the grease out now. Anyhow, I know I said I wasn't going to open the hatch, but I want to open the hatch. You know what it's like. I've got to open the hatch. I want to make a new vice jaws for the mini mill, because I'm getting sick and tired of working around those great big things that cut out for some kind of fixture. They're not hard jaws. I'll just test it with a file there, and they're not hard. That one's been milled weirdly. They're not the same width. Blah blah blah. They're soft jaws. I need to put some heat resistant gloves on for this next operation, so I'm just going to slip a glove on. Try to slip a glove on. We'll have a quick peek and see what kind of redness this metal's at. Just a quick peek. So, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. The whole thing's red. Okay, don't worry too much. That's going to flash rust it really badly. But yeah, the steel bar. What's that point down to? It wasn't long. It was only a second or two at most it was open for, but yeah, the bar is red, which is good. So I set it to 20 degrees and I let it cool down. I took it out at 200 degrees centigrade. It's taken 3 hours to get to that one. I'll just turn it off anyway because it takes ages to cool down. This has been out for about 40 minutes. It's still warm. The proof of the pudding is going to be in the eating now, so I'm just going to waz out the vice and we'll see if it's soft. This is going to be quite difficult one-handed. Yeah. Soft. I can now machine it. Excellent. Trying to whack this in the lathe and try and make something with it, and then heat treat it and see how hard I can make it. printed a stand. The base is a copy of somebody off Thingiverse, and I'll read on the top. Well, it ain't great, but it keeps the wheels off the floor, and amazingly it doesn't really fall off it that much, or it did then. Then same Pet G, I 3D printed that, which said it was a FlySky GT5 camera mount battery cover. Well, I edited it inside to fit a lithium battery, so now I'm running a lithium battery inside, as you can see, with the 8.15 volts. First, after the major rebuild, let's get rid of this stand for the fit here, it's no good for in here. After the major rebuild, the drive shaft was still bent, so I've just fitted a new centre drive shaft. I've got a 3D printed rear wing, it's Pet G. I've got my titanium front wing, I've got my titanium rear splitter, which holds the GPS module inside it. That was broken after the 93-mile-an-hour run, and I've made that external charging port. All the repairs to the body shell are done. I've got a new battery turn up, a 2S 45C 2800 milliamp hour. The old 60C 22 milliamp hour battery's swollen. I'm not sure I'm going to be using that today. That should be close to the 60C battery, not quite as good. I've got two 60C fully charged, just fully charged 3S batteries. So I'm going to give it some playing about with my little 1500 milliamp 25C, whatever we are, 35C battery for a start. This battery will probably do about 52 miles an hour. So it's got some FPV on it for the time being. I don't know how good this is going to turn out, but we'll soon see how much action we see. Right, I've just got 45 mile an hour with a camera on the front, so see what that run looks like. And we'll see if I'm running from where I can't tell if I'm in view or not, I don't know. Should be somewhere close. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be pointing the car, pointing the camera at the car, aren't I? I'm doing it again. I'm not pointing the camera where I'm going. Not to worry. It's a matter of concentration, which I'm trying to concentrate on keeping it straight, to be fair. So this is just a, it's handling quite good, so I'm quite happy at that. We'll see what speed we've got on 2S with the standard battery. I think you're seeing all this.
So it does 50 miles an hour on the standard battery, so I will change it out for the next battery. It should be better.
Right, so I just took out the 1500 milliamp hour and I put in the 2200 milliamp hour, which is a bit swollen. So I'm going to do a couple of runs on this one and get it too hot. I want to see how much faster this goes. Right, here we go. I'll try and keep you in frame a bit better. I don't know if I can or not. This should be faster, just for the fact that it can put out more power, more amperage. It already sounds faster. I don't know what you're seeing, but I can see it perfectly good. See what we've got here. Goes down there. Just wait for it to pick it up. Is it going to pick it? Yeah, it's picked it up. Stop. Read. So you can see it just goes faster with this battery. I'm going to try one more run the opposite way and see if we get any faster than that. It goes faster than that, a lot faster.
Very fast.
Yeah, come on. And we've got 53 again. So I'll switch over. I'm just going to change up to the other 2800 milliamp battery, and I'm going to see what we'll get for that. So I've got that 2800 milliamp hour battery in now. Ready again. Here we go. Right. So it's feeling secure again at 50s. Quite happy at 50s. We've got this taxi driver coming out. Better wait for him, haven't we? We might follow him actually down. Well, we've got two cars coming out.
Hot stuff! What's that going up there? Looking like a rat!
So I don't know what I did. Soon find out.
Here's that battery only better.
Nope, it's exactly the same. So with 3S, when you turn it on, the fan makes a bit more of a noise. Like that. I don't know what you're going to see here. Around here, there we go. Should be able to see something on the car, aren't I? Sounds like a jet engine now. Okay, so we'll start, read, definitely a 0,
hopefully we'll go for a good PB with no crashing. See, there's a lot of traffic. This is going to go like a bat out of hell now. We'll go this way for a start. There we go. See if I can keep on the road today, because this is difficult. I'll catch on the road, so there's a good chance we got a good PB there. Yeah, handle's good with that wing on. That wing is good. That wing is good. She handles well. Gets the oil pumping. Now let's see what we got then. That's got to be in the 60s, surely at least. Read 75. Yep, that's my new PB for real without crashing. Now I've got to try and get into the 90s like I did with the little flimsy plastic wing on. Start. Try and beat 75. Oh, I've got another battery. I might put the other battery in. Come on, baby, you can do it. Oh no, man, I've hit the curb. Rated it too much. I think the wing is going to be bent. Oh, it took that a lot. I've bent a wheel bearing. Okay, sorry, bent a drive shaft. Bugger. Let's see what we've got then. See if it was worth bending a drive shaft. I don't think it was. Whoa! Yeah, about hit my foot. And I don't think that. Well, I ain't getting no more today, so this is it. 73. Yeah, so 75. I beat me official PB, the proper official recording, instead of just taking the thing from the Ujima Fluja from the crashed car. So 73, yeah. 75 today. Awesome. Very happy with that. Alright, we'll turn off the GPS. And we broke the drive shaft. Anyway, that's it for today. There will be no more speed runs, just a little bit of messing about in the car park maybe. Yeah, no, there's nothing to do with that, because I don't want to wreck that tyre, you know what I mean? So that's going to be the fastest this little baby's going to go, because I am not pushing it any further. I want to stick the bigger wheels on it now and take it off-road. So I'm going to convert it back into bashing, full bashing mode, take the wings off. And that'll be it. Didn't do too bad when it hit the curb just then. I was expecting it to be bent, but it is bent. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's loosened the wing up a little bit. So I need to make a new one of these again. I've cut loads of these pieces of metal out at its width, so I can just quickly fabricate these, because the titanium survives, but the mild steel doesn't like that very much, so it's going to be knackered. So there's no point trying to do any more speed runs because it's just going to be all over the shop. I can't believe I hit the curb. That's what happens though. 75 miles an hour. Now, this is a different camera. It's me. Excuse me, my phone. Just wanted to show you the setup for the camera mount. I've got a stub sticking out the other side for some counterweights if I needed it. Luckily that side it isn't too bad. It tugs a little bit to this side. Look, yeah, it's not quite perfectly balanced, so a couple of counterweights just to balance it up. And the footage came through from that setup. And I don't know what the footage looked like yet. I'm going back home to figure it out now and edit it all.